Well, welcome to week 3 in History of Sport and PE. It's going by fast. I have got a bad cold, so that's always weird when it happens in the summer. So that's why I sound funny and don't look very well and all that. So it's fine. It'll be fine. I'll get plenty of sleep and we'll move on. So um, I am in the process of grading your week 2 assignments. I've looked at your weekly reaction assignment, and in that second part of your weekly reaction, you looked around for 2 quotes that gave you ideas for how to use your philosophies in your work. And I saw some really good real life suggestions that also showed a very human side of working with people. For example, a lot of you picked existentialism and talked about how the value of individual experiences is, a really strong driver in how people make decisions and understand the world around them. So understanding the value of individual experiences as part of existentialism was a theme that I saw. Also, I saw some of you use the idea of goal setting in idealism. So using the philosophy of idealism to help your clients set goals. And I thought that was a very realistic and concrete example of a way that you might help somebody. I also saw a lot of realism. And in realism, I saw a lot of you make comments that, this is real life, we're human, everybody's got, different problems and needs and issues. And we have to have empathy for that. So we have to understand people, kind of where they're coming from and what their needs are and what their own experiences and needs are with in using the idea of empathy. So anyway, just some examples of some things I saw that showed a very human side of working with people, either in a healthcare setting or in a sports setting or physical education setting. So I really liked those. Thank you. Now in week 3, you can see that assignment is available, and what we're doing here is you're putting your ideas about one specific philosophy. So take your favorite, whichever one you think turned out the best. Take one philosophy, and it's just 2 paragraphs. So in the first paragraph, you've already done the work. You have made a statement about what that philosophy means in your life. You have found quotes that support it, and you've thought of some examples of how you're going to use it in a real work setting. So that's the first paragraph. You're just going to kind of write it in paragraph form as if you were writing a paper. And then the second paragraph is just kind of developing some more specific examples of what that looks like in your work. So I don't know what you do for work, but please tell me more about it in that second paragraph and how you're going to use that philosophy and some very specific examples of your interactions with people and clients or students in your work. So just 2 paragraphs plus a reference page. I want to see your references that you use, and I've given you that information in your instructions. So so that is the week 3 assignment. This week in the content, we're talking about some ancient civilizations like ancient Egypt, ancient Greece, ancient Rome, and their influence on PE and sport and how they viewed the body and how they take care of the body. So if, you may have seen some of the things in Greece and Rome looked very familiar to me. You might have seen some of them too. Ideas like the ancient games that they used to play in ancient Rome, the ancient chariot races and circus games were kind of some of the start of the idea of formal sport. So I will read about those this week. You're doing a great job on your quiz questions. That's just kind of my way of making sure that you take some detail from those chapters. So take some detail, make sure you digest and absorb those chapters, and then give some of that information back to me. So thank you for those. So again, I'm sorry. I am so sick this week. So I sound horrible. I look horrible. So I apologize that you have to kind of see that, but that's okay. I wanted to communicate with you anyway. Have a great week, and you're doing a great job of communicating with me. I appreciate your messages and your emails, and I'm trying my best to answer them as quickly as possible. So I appreciate that communication, and I'm going to do my best to make sure that you get good communication from me as well. So have a great week, and I'll talk to you soon.